Welcome to the National Basketball League review of 1991. I'm Stephen Quartermain, and as the season approached, the basketball world was asking two big questions. First, could any team stop the Perth Wildcats from winning their second flag on end? And second, could Andrew Gaze return to the sparkling form he had shown before stress thrombosis almost took his life late in 1990? The lead up to the league's 13th season had been hectic, with the usual comings and goings as each of the 14 clubs sought to steal a march on their opponents. Perth, already on top, had replaced Premiership coach Cal Bruton with highly qualified American Murray Arnold, and had signed the player all Australia had been chasing, World Championship star Andrew Vlahov. Around the country, Adelaide, coming off its worst season, brought in American point guard Butch Hayes. Canberra appointed tough man Mel Dalglish as coach in place of Steve Breeney. A resuscitated Gold Coast changed owners and its name from the Cougars to the Rollers. North Melbourne netted import Paul Maley from rival Southern Melbourne. And Sydney, already the hottest act in town, signed Ken McClary to bring long-awaited on-court success. As well, the other clubs had recruited vigorously, and when the Kmart Classic was played around the country in March, the signs were there for a fantastic season.
Here's Greg Fox, Leroy, the one-hand jam. Seen that a few times in Leroy's long and illustrious career.
Perennial winners Brisbane Bullets made the Final Four, and struggling Hobart showed promise. But it was Eastside Melbourne who spoiled Sydney's party when the Spectres beat the Kings 104-99 in the grand final. So, come to week one, and while the teams put it all on the line, for one man, it was the comeback from the illness that could have ended his career. The great Andrew Gaze returned with his Melbourne Tigers against Eastside Melbourne Spectres.
You can see there, pressure all the time. Gaze takes it away from Larkins, and props, dishes off to Colbert. The Tigers are running amok at the moment, and doing it very, very easily. And you would have expected, I think the Spectres would have expected more from him. Lockhart off the basket. There's Ronaldson with the ball. Finally, yes. So he must have been tuning into the Channel 7 at the moment to hear those words of criticism.
Once again, he wasn't allowed for the big outlet pass. That's a beauty. Larkins to Lucas. Two-pointer for Darren Lucas.
Simmons working on Utah. Larkins with the steal again. Dishes off beautifully to Ninnis. To Utah. Great fast break basket, so the Spectres well and truly back in it. Misses that one. Colbert can't find it, bounces out to one of those guards. It's Ninnis. Cross-court pass to Bolden. Excellent vision by Scott Ninnis.
Bolden, a great pass into Ninnis. Bobbles around, won't go in for him. Colbert back in defence. Oh, clean possession taken by Lucas and then slapped away by Colbert. It'll be a Spectres ball. Well played, Darren Lucas. It promised to be a clinker. For most of the day, it's looked pretty one-sided. But here's little Larkins again with a steal. Lays up the two, and the margin is 2 points.
Just injecting that something different, that different look. Gaze this time by Lucas. Great drive. 22 points to Gaze. He's tested it out too, Colbert. There's another offensive rebound to the Tigers. They are murdering the Spectres at that end. Quickly, but he only gets back 2/3 of it.
Oh, length of the court pass. Slam dunk by Dave Simmons.
Start of his season is one he'd rather forget.
Oh, a steal by Larkins who goes all the way unattended and makes the two.
Down, you get 30 seconds, of course, from the time you first take possession of the ball. Lockhart gets it there. Defense back. Giddy holds his ground. Wipe the score, so it's tit for tat.
Hey, Bill Simmons is a New Yorker, but he wouldn't get mugged in the subway, would he?
I hear it happens. Three-pointer, first one for the game for the Spectres.
Just over a minute left. Perry. Oh, Gaze takes it straight out of his hand.
Frustration foul by Darren Perry.
Larkins is a three-point chance, but not one Spectre has thrown a three-pointer. Purchase a bowling shot to the other end of the court.
So in round two, it was the clash of the first round winners, Brisbane and Southern Melbourne. The Saints had already surpassed expectations by getting a score on the board, while the Bullets had more ammunition than in 1990 when they were beaten in the grand final. The Bullets went into the game as raging hot favourites. In fact, one bookie was betting odds of 8-1 on, and the Saints were looking to Geelong reject Andrew Parkinson and Simon Curl playing against his dad's team.
Wayne, the most experienced, 174 games. That comes off the glass. Curl. Cheers. Heavy in there. Off the ring. Body work. Curl. Great play by Simon Curl. Loggins back with him. Curl makes the two.
Ever dangerous rucker that time. Loses the ball, but it bounces back to Rees. He's stripped of it. Lamanis. It's 4-on-3. There should be an open man somewhere. Curl stops and props. Literally.
Lamanis has looked pretty impressive, making a comeback to the NBL. It was only 9 when Payne left the court injured. Off to hospital. Core, what a shot!
What a time to hit your first 2 points. Dickinson into the game. Works on Curl. Cut off along the baseline. There's the steal to Lamanis. Brilliantly done. And the Saints really are having great difficulty in doing too much wrong in this game.
He's been impressive, Lamanis.
Very cool customer. Core weaves his way through.
Parkinson. He split the game wide open with 18 points in the first quarter. Oh, he goes for 3 from a long way out.
Unbelievable.
Long ball chopped off by Loggins. Can the Bullets get back into this? 6:42 left in the game. Sibley. Well, that's 2 successive scores from their trips to this end of the court. The turnovers here are 21-14. Core. He's had a big last quarter. Parkinson is going as well now as he did in the first quarter.
Rees has all night long. That ball comes in, collapsing defense. Loggins nails a 3-pointer. Good.
Interception here by Rucker. He's got help from Loggins. Loggins gets the 2. 120-98.
Everybody that the Saints have put on have proved to have given them value, and you couldn't imagine them doing any other way. Gee, Andrew Parkinson.
Saints by 31 points. We have 50 seconds remaining. Another turnover. Horton. Beautiful. Adams again.
He's fouled by Fox.
4 seconds to go. The margin is 31 points. The countdown comes from the crowd. What a victory for the Southern Melbourne Saints. 133.
By now, Southern Melbourne Saints are on a roll. Can they knock off the reigning premiers, Perth Wildcats? The Saints are even bigger long shots than the previous week. One import, Michael Payne, will not play again after injuring his knee against Brisbane. The other, Greg Stokes, is missing with a calf strain. Bring on Hobart reject Dan Krebs as a replacement, and enter the microwave, Tad Duffelmeyer, sacked by the Cannons because they said he was too old.
Couple of long shots in this quarter. Oh, that pass is intercepted by Wayne. Off to Parkinson. Krebs, slam! Grace. Hanson.
They need a couple more of those. Parkinson gives Wahop a good shove that time.
Interception by Krebs. Krebs all the way.
Foul on Crawford, chasing him down.
Virtually no training runs at all with them. Duffelmeyer.
Oh. Talk about a fallback jack shot.
Bounces off high. Lamanis has got Duffelmeyer left. Here's Tad.
Searching for the right combination.
Parkinson threw that one away. Hanson came up with it. Grace, a bounce ball to Hanson, and a beautiful play by the Wildcats. Duffelmeyer still looks a bit proppy on those heavily bandaged or guarded knees. But Close gets it out to Grace. Well, it was a big finish by the Wildcats.
Defensive intensity by the Wildcats, a lot higher than Brisbane was last week. Crawford again in that close range. You can't get any closer range than that. Breakdown of the defense.
Great stuff to Watterson. A score. Oh, well played by Wayne. Off to Krebs. He's got curl left. Saints have it, trailing by a point. 4:35 remaining in the game. Krebs puts them in front.
What a big basket from Dan Krebs.
103 to 102.
Adams with 5 fouls, both teams now in the penalty. Hansen inside, Adams pushes it back down his nose. Close with a chance to set up, penetrates anyway. Crawford cut off and charges. That would have been more than handy. He was just behind the three-point line, I think. Instead, Hansen inside. Yes, so the Wildcats take the lead, 106-105.
Parkinson keeps it in. Triple mark. The Saints have got it. Last year's champions have been rolled by the Wooden Spooners. What a turnaround this team of spare parts has made. All credit to Gary Fox, the coach.
It's week 4 and the league's bad boys, the Sydney Kings, head to Melbourne seeking revenge for their loss to the Tigers in round 2. The Kings have brought in another new import, the multi-talented Dwayne McLean, to replace injured favourite Steve Carfino.
Off to Mark Dalton and now Keogh.
Well, that's not going to help Simmons' confidence much.
McLean, if he can remain foul-free for the second half, he could be a factor. Gaze. McLean. Whitehead going with him. Morrissey did well to gather that. It was a lightning pass. They've lost it. Gordon for the Tigers. He has Gaze. Gaze.
He's guarding Ray Gordon at the moment, with Morrissey picking up the job on Whitehead. And Keogh, as he has, staying on Gaze. Gaze lobs it in. Lovely play. Well designed. Gaze faking the shot, ends up being an alley-oop pass, well timed. Watch Simmons coming in from out left of your picture.
And the margin is 6 points in favour of Melbourne. Gaze. Well, the last time he gave it, that time he was on the end of it.
Dalton to his brother Mark. Simmons gets a hold of that and taps it out to Gordon. One-on-one in the full court. Gaze stopped behind the three-point line and buries it.
Colbert finds Gaze. Simmons had followed up over his shoulder. Gordon's shot is blocked, and away comes McLean. Wrestle for it at ground level. Oh, Gordon behind the back. McLean. Now he's got some space. He's got help. McCleary. Top hook shot. Neither is Mark Gaze, so the Tigers have only used 8. Andrew Gaze. That was from the other bank of the Yarra. Dalton. Rebellion. McLean. And eventually McCleary. Two-hander and stuffed it.
Next top scorer is McCleary with 23 and Colbert with 23.
McLean and Mark Dalton still both out there. Oh, McCleary. Another slam.
Colbert tries to steal that pass. Dalton dishes McCleary. Oh, gee. Man's got a bit of power about him. Really takes it out of you. The running's enough, but when every play there's physical contact. Gordon inside, dishes to Simmons. Good play by Ray Gordon. And Simmons finds that long search for basket. Lenardon with a hook shot, misses it. Mark Gaze pinching the ball. 2 seconds, he forces a three-pointer on the buzzer.
By now, the rejuvenated Andrew Gaze has lifted Melbourne Tigers to the top of the ladder. Ominously, Perth Wildcats are poised, one win behind, but the Southern Melbourne Saints bubble has well and truly burst. It is fast developing into the season of the American Guard, with Ricky Grace, Andre Lafleur, Butch Hayes and Bobby Locke. But last season's most valuable player, Derek Rucker, is struggling with the Brisbane Bullets. He comes up against young Aussie Darren Perry of the Eastside Melbourne Spectres.
The Bullets at all. The Bullets are really working and getting the shots that they want. Lucas inside, and Rucker couldn't get there, and wisely let Lucas go by.
Nunes maintaining some pressure on Fox. Loggins with a great movement. Oh, brilliantly played.
Induced some mistakes in the Bullets, and they've been very, very rock-sure in their movement. Oh, great fake. Loggins for a jam, spectacular jam. He came down very hard. Tremendous offensive move by Loggins as he faked coming over the screen and took the man the other way. Lucas was just absolutely paralyzed by the fake. There you see Lucas, can't get out of it. Loggins with the big jam. Bolden coming across, playing the ball. Cracked Loggins.
They'll coast home in the end. Moore and Rucker. Oh, he's a wonderful player, isn't he? He has so much influence and able to stretch it out to 16 points. Well, robbed Lockhart then by Loggins, and this is a certainty. Slam dunks it. Loggins, Rucker for 3 points. Bolden charges. Utah, that's better off the board. Now Perry is just the spark we were looking at. Perry for 2, up to 70, 16-point game.
Another loose ball. Moore throws himself at it. 2-on-1 situation. Lockhart with a 15-footer and a foul off the ball. And we'll see another foul shot here under the new interpretation. New rule, as we've said before, 16 fouls, 6 personal fouls this year. Larkins with a 3, so generating a little bit of interest. Wouldn't it be lovely to have a few players that can do that? Utah nearly brings down the basket. It was all sound and fury.
41 points. Oh, good play by Loggins and Rucker.
Moore with a three-pointer. He wouldn't try many of them either, and there is typical of what I'm talking about. Loose ball. Bullets get it. Moore.
Well, what a way to finish for Moore. 44 points he's ended up with, and it's been a romp for the Bullets. They've won both their games away from home.
Whatever the individual performances, basketball is basically a team game. This is never more so evident than in the Week 6 clash between a champion team, North Melbourne, coming up against a team with a champion, the Melbourne Tigers. And that man again, Andrew Gaze.
Don't have to be too gentle. Gaze gets open that time, goes to the hoop, and then somehow forces the ball up through 2 pairs of hands.
Colbert missed that first one. Here's Leader. And Colbert's out of it. That's the end for Big Dave Colbert.
That was always the risk of having to play him. Clark coming down. I've got to say, that was a foul.
Well, was it tactics or not? We heard in the opener, Bruce Palmer saying the Tigers were the best team in the NBL. They're giving them a hiding. Well, Gaze gets a big 3. Giants rebounding everything. Del Zoppo, high ball to Borna. Exum in, Leader. What a pass by Exum.
Warner had his foot, while he was making those fakes, he also had his foot below the foul line in the lane for over 3 seconds. Whitehead, he can hit threes and does that time. And the rotation was there to clean up. Another 3 from Whitehead would be nice, but he goes inside to score, so he might get 3 the hard way. Fisher called with that foul.
Into the lineup for the Giants. Whitehead. He's lost control. Leader comes up with it. Maley, he's got Borna. Borna. 5.5 minutes to go. Gaze thinks, why not for 3?
Well, that was a long way out.
Nothing but net. 36 for Andrew Gaze. Dave Simmons is hanging on there with his 5 personals against. Maley! What a shot! 50 feet up, 40 yards across.
Look at this one.
Leader. Bit slick. Maley comes up with it though. He loves going off the glass.
That was all an elaborate fake, I think. Gaze out in the open court. 3 white shirts chase. How did he get through there?
And he gets the foul.
Hit 1, pearl 2 or something as he let one player go by him and cut in front of the other and got his way to the basket. Well, the home team's playing We Will Rock You, but it was the home team that was rocked. Maley with another dunked-in tractor.
Paul Maley, what an acquisition for the Giants. Purchaser's shot doesn't go. Exum, and there it is. A big win. Eventually it was only 16 points, but the Giants have really floored the Tigers.
The thrashing handed out to Hobart by North Melbourne signals the beginning of the end for the Devils coach Tom Maher. He is to last one more week before Hobart replaces him with one of the biggest names in Australian basketball, Cal Bruton. At this stage, 2 other teams are under the hammer, a game outside the playoff 6. Geelong and Adelaide clash in week 7.
Mackay guards him. He finds Hill. Hill, no hands with a shot. Tremendous basket. 3 points and foul. Great play, Shane Hill. The Sixers was 18. Shocking pass from Bradkey straight to Bobby Locke. Smallest and the biggest. Smallest wins. Yeah, Hinchin is a real class player. If he has any fault at all, it is that he sometimes lacks consistency. Hayes, big 3.
Yes, they do. The Geelong team really needs to settle down in offence and have perhaps a bit better job selection. Well, that's a great start.
And Mike Mackay on the floor at the same time for terribly long. It's very hard to hide them defensively.
Oh, great move, Vince Hinchin. Tremendous stamina.
Shane Hill fires up another one, just short. Butch Hayes, Terry Dozier, hands off, and the ball is jammed at the top of the ring. That makes a dead ball situation, so there will be a jump ball. He turned to get out of trouble, and suddenly there was Locke standing there in good defensive position. Nice handoff, good ball movement from the 36ers, and there's the result.
Well, every time Adelaide kicks away, Geelong just comes straight back. Q-Bank for 3.
Fading away. Shane Hill fires one back, just touched the top of the rim, but Butch Hayes with skill is able to get possession and scores over the top of Bobby Locke.
And he's going to develop, yet still only a young lad, and wins the tap. Oh, that's a great pass from Shane Hill, and that is a super basket by Bobby Locke.
In terms of giving a little bit more variety, he wants the ball pushed up and players not to be negative on the perimeters.
Hayes from outside. Well, 10-second shot clock warning goes. Bradkey. Oh, great pass to Davis, and great 2 points.
Cuts across. Bobby Locke not able to get through the screen, and Q-Bank makes no mistake for 2 points.
Adelaide leads 111-106. Hinchin, who sunk that last 3-point bomb. He's got 2 more. Adelaide by 3, under a minute to play. Bobby Locke calls a 4. But we heard him say the Sixers know what a 4 is, and let's see if they can pick the pass. Locke over Bradkey, what a basket. Back to a 1-point game. So if Mackay makes this, Geelong must hit 5 points with 2 seconds to play. Here it goes. 2 seconds now, 1 second. Hinchin the shot. This is the shot.
Canberra and North Melbourne are 2 of the league's great rivals, and any win is hard-earned when these teams clash. The Giants, led by super import Scott Fisher, are sitting pretty in second spot, while the Cannons are struggling.
The board, Charlie Thomas, quick outlet pass, all the way to Smythe and all the way to the hole. Irvine setting the picks to try and free up Smythe. Marty Clark had Smythe covered, but the first shot comes from Cottrell, and in it goes. Baseline jumper from Charlie Thomas doesn't go. Good rebound for Simon Cottrell. Got a push on the end of it. No call that draws the ire of the crowd here, and Reedy left for the layup at the other end. Scott Del Zoppo out there, taking out Marty Clark. 3-point shot from Kennedy, and that one goes for him. Cannon's ball. Inside, great pass from Kennedy to find Charlie Thomas and shoves it down the chute for two. To the ball tonight, Rob.
Yes.
Oh, no. The lay-in at the other end for Paul Maley. Kennedy thought about the three, tries to dish to Atkinson, can only dish as far as Scott Fisher. He's got Andrew Simons on the left and plays it in for another two. They built one on that. 3-point shot coming from Paul Maley. They've built some more on it with that shot in this quarter, because this third quarter is where they've really got to peg it back. Scott Fisher straight to the hoop for two. He's going to get a bonus shot as well. One of those people who has difficulty shooting from 18 inches. Great pass from Smythe to McGeechan underneath. Just can't find ways to stop these people. Herb McGeechan finds a way to get Smythe going. Good pass from Smythe to Charlie Thomas. Thought about the dunk, but thought it's just a top. In comes Ray Borner, straight round the man who just replaced Charlie Thomas. Clark, who gave him fits. Patrick Reedy off the free throw line, can't do that one. Rebound, Simon Cottrell has a strip by Borner. Borner keeps the ball for the Giants. Put that down as a turnover, the Cannons. And Borner rubs salt into the wounds by sticking in the baseline shot. Kennedy goes past Del Zoppo and gets the two. He'll go to the line to shoot one as well. And they'd be pretty happy with this. Any win over the Cannons is always a pretty happy one. Straight inside Cecil Exum, straight past Charlie Thomas. The clock winds down with 5 seconds to go. And Exum for three. Launches that one up but not in. Andrew Howie trying to get points, but that ends at the Palace. And a very...
Cal Bruton capped his first game with the Hobart Tassie Devils by upsetting Melbourne Tigers. Then, after a shellacking at the hands of Geelong, Cal's Devils head to the Glasshouse to play the Southern Melbourne Saints, who at this stage are in the top bracket. It's to go right to the wire.
Parkinson kept it in well. Now Chad Tucker.
The Saints certainly know how to keep the crowd on the edge of their seat.
Curl.
Well, there's no such thing as a certainty.
Just has been happy to get out of the trouble. Cross-court pass.
So now 49-47, the Saints lead. Parkinson. Half century to the Saints. Tassie-born player.
He's having a good wrestle with Docking inside as Gilbert over the top. Gilbert's got his own fan club here. With 50 seconds remaining to play in the half, we'll see at least two more offensive possessions.
Gribble's pass is good. Oh, inside. Engelstadt to Reese. Reese. And curl for the Saints. Parkinson takes it away from Cass. Parkinson into Tucker, who makes two. It's a 1-point game. Once again, back to the biggest margin of the game at 8 points. But neither side's been able to get double figures. Oh! Parkinson! Tough basket that, back over his head. Oh, the pass dropped short of Adams. Froling did well. Off to Reese. He has support, mightn't need it. Reese for the two. And will Hobart bust this game wide open? Michael Pan looks on. Oh, great little pass. And Gilbert makes the two. Sent off Friday night. Stuart Adams for three. How do you like that?
That's a good sub. To probably hook up on the end of a couple of three-point plays. Adams forcing it again, and it counts. Dennis cleverly dribbling through the defense. McDaniel with a 10-footer. You have to question that shot selection. Good shot for him, but they probably needed to work some more seconds off the clock. Inside to Stokes again. 2 points the difference.
Trying to get clear. Good play by Ingolstadt. Chad Tucker. It's been intercepted. Here comes Reese. He lost it out over the baseline. Saints ball.
They didn't get what they wanted out there. Instead of getting a quick shot, they had a rather slow turnover. 3-pointer by Stokes. Won't go.
So Cal Bruton's done it again for the Hobart Teddy.
Well, there's no such thing as a certainty in this level of competition. Just ask Perth coach Murray Arnold. The Wildcats, sitting comfortably on top of the ladder, take a hiding on the road from Canberra on Friday night. Then face a giant task, North Melbourne, at the Glass House on the Sunday.
Pinder back in the action. Here's a turnover. Reedy did well, the youngster. A great play by Reedy to Maley. Reedy for the Giants.
Tremendous battle off the ball between Hanson and Fisher. Really using some very good physical work. Reedy with a 3! 1 point in the difference.
25-12 in this quarter. Pinder a great pass. Hanson is fouled. Makes the basket. Hanson bullocks his way to the basket. Pinder!
Speaking of bullocking.
With Del Zoppo. Crawford gets away from Fisher. Slam! The Alabama slammer.
North Melbourne really needs a 3-pointer here just to start the juices flowing a little bit. Fisher says he'll take it inside. You got to take what you can get. Well, they're going nowhere quickly that time.
Oh, Grace on his own. Oh! The little man gets up high enough. He wasn't even close. And to come and beat the leaders who are on a 5-game winning streak. Ricky Grace, sensational.
Grace not even worried about running down the clock. They've got it now. They haven't gone to the 3-point shooting. I can't believe that they wouldn't see that they need to get some of those 3-point shots. Long pass, Lahoff with the jam. But it has certainly been convincing by Perth. Reedy misses a 3. Maley inside, yes.
107-94. The Giants just 94, averaging 121.7 for the season. Vlahov, Crawford. All Giants there. Leader goes almost the length of the court. Out to Fisher, who balks once, gets past Grace, can't score. Hanson, and there it is. Great win of the Wildcats.
Coming into week 11, Newcastle has been getting the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Jerry Everett, one of the most volatile imports in the NBL, was sent packing after a training altercation with a teammate. His replacement is Troy Trevelyan, rushed across from Perth to beat the signing deadline. The Falcons face Geelong, and it's a tough initiation for Trevelyan.
Now it's 3-on-1 again. Trevelyan intercepted brilliantly by Bobby Locke. The Cats break out again. 3-on-2, Dozier with a stand-up jumper. Looked like a little bit of a travel, but it counts, and it's 79 apiece. The jumper, Bullock in there, grabs his 11th rebound. Al Green, he'll roll it off the glass for a couple. Put that one down to James Bullock. Michael Johnson now to Trevelyan. Oh, Kruger sets the big screen. Johnson inside to Kruger. Probably set up that move by Kruger's screen. Gets the ball back from Hinchin. Now intercepted by James Bullock. 3-on-1, gives it off to Michael Johnson. He'll dunk it.
And that's the third steal we've seen from James Bullock.
Trevelyan on Hill. Inside to Griffin. Gets around Bullock, the little hook shot. Beautiful little hook shot, drops for 2. Gets out of that, gives it to Trevelyan. Rolls it off the fingers for a delightful 2 points, and the Falcons hit the front again. Gets the very good rebounders, Dorge. They break out quickly, the Cats. Dozier out to Hill for 3. Makes it a swisher! 106-106. Has the shot. Little favourite area. Big push out by Hinchin on Trevelyan. Hill with 3. The Cats back in front. Under pressure from Green. Locke comes out. Looks to go all the way. Dishes off to Hill for another 3-pointer. And makes it. The Cats back in front. Kruger in the paint from eternity. They get the turnover, the steal, the Cats. Lock out to Hinchin. They stretch their lead to 6. 3-on-1. Gives it to Shane Hill. Block shot by Neil Turner. Tremendous block shot. Barry Barnes screams that should count. Michael Johnson 3-point attempt. Swisher! Well, they're still in the game, the Falcons. Green with the ball now. Locke moves out on him. Michael Johnson has the big 3 and drops it. Michael Johnson. All of a sudden he's found a hot hand. 1 second left on the clock, and it's all over here at the Ken Booth Forum. The Geelong Supercats running out very good winners in the end. 130-1.
North Melbourne and Eastside are coached by best mates, Bruce Palmer and Brian Goorjian, 2 of the many Americans who came to Australia as players back in the 80s. They have a beer together after the game, but while the teams are on the court, they're the fiercest of rivals.
Spector's ball. Quickly to Ninnis. Beautiful jump by Scott Ninnis.
And Utah got a hefty piece of cark. It wasn't called. Behind the back to Bolden. And again, but it's spiked out of his hand that time by Larkins. Utah will lay this one in.
Chance yet for the Spectres. 6 seconds left. Ninnis has had a good third quarter. That doesn't go. Ninnis a second chance. That does go. The margin is 8. Right on the buzzer. Simons away from Larkins. Shot well short. Utah. Ninnis well played. Here's a chance. Kent Lockhart gets the 2 and draws the foul.
North Melbourne with an advantage. 3-on-2. Border scores.
Bolden inside. Lucas.
Lucas has remained fairly fresh. He did a lot of resting in the third quarter. Forced again to play half-court stuff because North Melbourne's been so aggressive on the offensive board. Larkins with a 3. Utah was wandering up the floor on that one. That's why North Melbourne cheating ahead. Clark with a lovely reverse lay-in.
4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Clark. Larkins with him. Clark shot goes in.
Spectres luckily get it back. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Bolden tries a 3. That's better.
Larkins goes wide for Bolden, who balks around. Bolden shot is good for 3.
Put it on ice anyway for North Melbourne. Bailey.
Oh, a sensational slam dunk by Paul Maley. Using up a lot of time getting a shot away. Bolden can't get clear. Eventually takes the 3 attempt. Fisher, strong rebound. And look at the commitment on Scott Fisher. Hail Mary ball, time is out. The Giants successful.
The Geelong Supercats are living up to pre-season promise and have moved into the top 6. Imports Terry Dozier and Bobby Locke are providing plenty of inspiration, but it is the development of boomers Shane Heal and John Dorge that is most significant. They come up against their old club Brisbane in one of the highlights of Week 13.
Supercats with a chance, 3-on-2. Hinchin finds that ball. That's a foul on Loggins. Good call. Loggins stepped up and into the path of Hinchin to 2 points to count. Andre Moore opens the scoring for the Bullets.
Bobby Locke lost control of it, regains it. Oh, great basket by Locke. 60 to 54, the Bullets in front. Dorge had 3 fouls early in the first quarter, but if he can slam like that.
Nevertheless, the foul was called on Moore.
Oh, taken away by Loggins. Open court, Leroy all the way. Well, so Locke's going to take this into Heel. He needs this. He gets it. And the crowd trying to lift Shane Heel.
4 points only in the first quarter has accelerated. 5 in the second. Now he's got up to 17.
Make it 19. Vince Hinchin. The 2 highest scorers for their respective teams. Rucker almost gave it away. Loggins just turned and shot.
Snarfle's in the rebound.
And what a pass to Heel. 3-point attempt. Shane Heel hits one at last. Well, the crowd started to find some voice in this final period for the first time. Rucker, brilliant play. Rucker, something to say about that, but he's short. Heel sprints down the court, behind his back to Locke. Heel. Running out of time, 9 seconds to get a shot away. Hinchin.
Blocking foul called on McGraw. He accepts it.
Dozier just gets it in front of Loggins.
Extended
Not
pressure.
out of it yet. Loggins. Leroy. Rucker with time. Goes for 3. Oh, what a turnover that was. And how expensive. And now he's hurting Brian Cool's mob. McLeod. Block shot by George. For the umpteenth time tonight. Hinchin. Dozier. Slam. Hard to see Brisbane winning now.
And 14 points from Locke. Says it all about their backcourt. Long pass. 2-on-1 situation. Hinchin's going to take this one in. Oh, big dunk.
Rucker almost loses it at the half. Dozier got a hand to it. Moore into Reese. The crowd counting down. 1 second left. There's the buzzer. The Super Cats have got 119 to 100.
It's the halfway mark of the season and title favourites Perth Wildcats have shot clear of the pack. The league is about to present its all-star extravaganza, but coming into the break, Nigel Purchase of the Melbourne Tigers puts on a show of his own. Look for it in this round 14 encounter between Brisbane and Melbourne.
Loggins has tripped over, so they've got somebody open. It's Gordon, and he makes it.
Dave Colbert's a little bit cold. Don't go and hold your breath too long because it'll come back, and a big swat there from Simmons as well.
2 blocks in a row. Andrew goes. Loggins can't stop them both. Giddy scores. Oh, lovely little dish from Dave Simmons around the back, done like a guard.
They're often caught without any players there to help out. Leroy Loggins, backdoor play, misses the first time, but the tapping good.
Nice dish from Fox. Suddenly Rucker's got 19 points. Second only to Loggins, who's got 23. There's the slam from Dave Simmons. The steal by Andre Moore. Rucker on the fast break. Off to the races. The slam dunk from Andre Moore. Rucker, who's had an incredible quarter. The slam dunk from Andre Moore. He was lurking on the baseline and he slammed it in for the second time this quarter to bring up the 100. Oh, length of the court. Nigel Purchase has just landed a prayer shot. It does count right on the buzzer. That's the longest shot you'll ever see in Australia. Have a look at this. Nigel Purchase throws the ball the length of the court, off the glass, swish. Oh, that's a poor pass from Rucker, straight to Andrew Gaze. He has Gordon with him, but he'll try and go all the way. Lays it in either left hand or right hand with equal ease. Sibley gets there, just ahead of Colbert. Takes it to the basket. Andre Moore, the jumper from about 12 feet is good. And Andre Moore up to 30 points. Loggins.
Yet another steal, and Fox for the open layup. Leroy Loggins.
It's a long shot, comes back to Sibley. Intercepted by Lenarden, punched away by Rucker towards Loggins. He keeps it in bounds. This is great stuff, very entertaining. And Rucker goes all the way and lays it in. What a play. That's confidence for you.
And another steal by the Bullets.
He might take it all the way. Oh, didn't quite. Lenarden tries to make the prayer shot. Oh, he almost got it too. And that's the end of the game. And the Bullets for the first time since the
There's some remarkable talent in the National Basketball League, and the best of it is on show for the All-Star Game. This year the spectacular is in Melbourne. Sit back and watch the big men dunk and the little men steal.
North pretty alert to that. Gaze inside, dishes to Bolden. 20-footer, yes. And North creeping back in. They're within 5. They'll be closer now. McLean. Reese didn't have a chance in that race. Just ran out of legs at the last minute.
Oh, Ricky Pace gave it up. LaFleur, beautiful. Mitchell! That could be a candidate.
Numbers for the goal team. South, Crawford. Oh, really lovely running. Little hook shot. Draws it down, gets the score.
LaFleur with Grace. And he showed Grace. He got it to Mitchell. Another slam like Mitchell.
Hayes does what he can against McLean. McLean still gets it up, and Crawford snapples it down. Davis to Crawford. Oh, that was a good slam. Really
3 times MVP. McLean is robbed of the ball. Heel to Grace. He's got Gaze up forward. Grace himself.
Utah in his second foul. 3 minutes to go before the third quarter break. LaFleur, three-pointer. Gets it back. Double team. Good help from Utah. Good ball movement out to Mitchell from Horner. Mitchell now with 21. Pass from McLean was tough to handle. Grace now looking for the dish. Then it's his teammate. Really gets his head out of the way. North is going to have to stiffen its resolve a little bit. McLean and perhaps the man to do it with that high archer. He's got 23 in the game. Grace, quick answer required. How'd he make that? He was catapulting into the crowd and still managed to score after being put under the hammer by Dwayne McLean. Whack. Look at that. He's going down, but keeps his eye on the ring.
His assists have been something to watch. Grace to Reese. Draws it down. Loggins out in front of McLean. Too far in front. Oh, Grace. After a full stop. Brilliant. Crawford. Andrew Gaze. And the South team has scored 12 to 4 in the opening 2 minutes of this last period. LaFleur short. Mitchell. Charges up his rollers. Oh, well done, Mitchell. Green to Leroy Loggins. Well, they have to go for North to get back in this game. Andre Moore.
Mitchell flew over about 8 people to knock that one down. Gaze winds his way to the basket. Dishes it last minute.
Crawford. Mitchell keeps it in for North, but only for Heel. Heel has Parkinson left. Behind his back he goes. Parkinson makes the shot.
Utah left alone, but the pass was short, but Heel will get it back. The floor riding on it. Heel to the basket.
Mitchell for 3. Gaze back on for the last couple of minutes. Whoa! Crash down goes Theo. Comes to Heel. And he nails it. A 3-pointer for Shane Heel.
You see a long 3-pointer. Loggins trying to catch up from behind. Green pitches it from Utah. Utah's still in there battling with Mitchell. Mitchell gets it. Clever pass to McLean, who can't score. Utah still surrounded by blue shirts. turns it into 3. And eventually the Indians win. A bit weary now. It's been a long game for him. He's got a lot of minutes up, and observably so. He's still with the play, though. Ian McLean can't get organized. Oh, I thought he was going to go slam.
Can Mitchell get more? Easily. With a broad grip. McLean. He goes for the three-pointer. The Salmon Stars win it. Look at that score.
Well, after that fantastic exhibition, the regular season resumes with Perth and the Gold Coast heading a cluster of Victorian teams on the ladder. But there is still a ton of interest further down the ladder, particularly for the battling Illawarra Hawks, who in round 15 are at home to Southern Melbourne. Let's go to the stadium other teams hate to visit, the Snake Pit.
Chad Tucker tried to dump on the inside, but found the hands of Justin Withers. Hubbard dishes off to Withers, and the follow-up comes from Patrick Fairs. Runs it into the front court and then gives it to a guard. Good play. 3-point shot from Patrick Fairs, and hits another one. 2-point shot off a double clutch from Rod Johnson. Doesn't come up with anything. And suddenly the Hawks have gone to sleep. Dufelmeyer shows the spin and the move and gets his first field basket of the night. Last touch of the ball for the Saints with 5 seconds left on the clock right now. Dufelmeyer doing it on his own and grabs the lead for the Southern Melbourne Saints after 3 quarters of basketball at the Snake Pit. It's 99, plays 98 for the Illawarra Hawks. They've got to get a roll on. Inside to Patrick Fairs inside the defence and makes 2. So he's shown that he's been able to score from the perimeter and go inside. Go right across the floor into the hands of Curl. 2 players really backing off there, worried about the foul, and the 3-point bomb from Andrew Parkinson. He's pumped about it as well.
Well, I think actually Dufelmeyer has had a fair bit of influence here in his 4th quarter. Instead of going crazy, he's been organizing.
He's been a real steadier, hasn't he? Well, that'll be a steadier as well from Simon Curl. Inside for Rod Johnson on a runner and scores 2. They've had difficulty scoring in this quarter. Across the floor to Simon Curl, and they go into Tucker. Good hands from Johnson. Got a 4-on-3 here. Now the Saints come back on defence. Johnson wheels it right across outside the 3-point circle for Hubbard, and we're back to a 4-point game. But it comes back in the hands of Fairs. Patrick Fairs off the paint and makes 2. 3-point ball game with a minute to go on the free throw line, and makes 2 of 2. So that's definitely the ball game. Just 3.7 seconds left, and a running 3 from Hubbard. Well, I expect that to go in the late ball.
Pre-season, everyone was asking, how could you beat Perth? Eastside Melbourne Spectres were given the best chance. Now, with big Bruce Bolden in super form, could the Spectres deliver?
3-on-3, 3-on-4 now. Watterson goes inside. Crawford fouled and gets the basket.
Ninnis fouled him. Ninnis drives inside, no way to go. Lost the ball, pull play by Ninnis. Grace picked his pocket that time, still going at the basket. Finds Davis coming down, trailing. 2 points, now we got a 3-point ball game. Of course, unless a shot's taken, or a foul, there's no resetting of the shot clock. 6 seconds, Bolden boing, up over the top, tough shot. Lucas, I said, a guard playing a forward position. Crawford springs up from 18 feet, just misses it. Pinder uses his height advantage and muscles Lucas out of the way. As both teams do, with Locker back in the lineup for the Spectres. Crawford inside, good pass in from Ellis. JC, the only difference is the Perth players have been rested a little bit. Bolden and Utah haven't. Grace penetrated and fouled. Shot over Utah. Gee, he does that well, Dennis.
They can't trade baskets. Nice move there by Bolden. Kicks it back outside. Lucas, no good. Pinder had it, lost it. Utah, threaded the needle under the basket. Lockhart. 94 plays 90. 3:42 remaining in the game. Lucas goes at the defense and is fouled and gets the basket, and the crowd will love that. Top of the key, Lucas goes inside. Fall away jumper, no good. Hanson again.
He's really been their money man. Great rebounds. Grace tries to go, feeds off to Ellis from 3.
Ricky Grace, we're down to 1:45 now. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Grace goes for 3 and hits. All net. It's all tied up. 98 apiece. 1:32 remaining in the game. And this crowd on their feet now as the Wildcats are coming at the Spectres. Perry hits for 3. 103 to 100.
Perth,
the Wildcats.
The shot clock is less than the game clock, so that, the game clock's less than the shot clock. Grace with a 3.
In and out.
Hanson saves it.
They've got to get a 3. Torrance for the game drawer. Misses. It's all over. It's all over. East side win it.
Yes, that's right. Your eyes weren't deceiving you. How about that score last round? Can you believe Melbourne Tigers 186 to Illawarra's 158? The highest total score ever in the NBL. Andrew Gaze's 59 is the top score of the year. It looks like both sides forgot all about defence that night. But come round 17 and the games are a lot tighter, with the Adelaide 36ers making their run for the finals.
The teams are so close and every match is... Butch Hayes, great guts. The foul's got to be on Andy Simons, if anyone, and he doesn't really deserve it. Body, that was just 2 good bodies going for the ball.
Yeah, but I guess the referee's obliged to call something.
There it is. They've called something now. Tech foul. Well, the pass is not good from Pearce. And a charge by Fisher, or rather Maley. Davis has got 3 players to beat. And Marty Clark has no problem making the basket. So
in the first, scored 28 points in the first quarter. Oh, nice spin from Bradkey.
North Melbourne is the best shooting team from the foul line, just ahead of Adelaide. Butch Hayes. He's got Bradkey. Back to Hayes. 101 plays 92. Davis, clever basket.
Well, chalk that up to Butch Hayes. He broke up the full court press just by dribbling the ball down the floor under pressure. But Maley comes back.
He's come into his own in the second half. Now 11 rebounds and 16 points. Butch Hayes to Eubank. Didn't hurt him a bit. Mike Mackay needs help, finds Butch Hayes, hits him on the top of the head, over the body to Fisher. He'll shoot from the foul line, make 2. So that pressure working. Fisher, Marty Clark played well as Clark has been a real ferret out there. Leader for the 3, look at that. North Melbourne can shoot when the pressure is on. 8 seconds to play. I can't see because the people are standing up. Here it goes, on the siren, the shot from Davis. Misses. Adelaide won't get another shot. North Melbourne gets the final shot all over here.
Now one of the big performances of the year. Geelong, still smarting from their loss to North Melbourne earlier in the season when the Giants won with a 3-pointer on the buzzer, were at home for the rematch. Look for the littlest guy in the court, Bobby Locke, as the Supercats and the Giants provide one of the real highlights of 1991.
7 seconds on the clock. 5, 3-point attempt. It's better when North Melbourne can force Geelong into playing half-court stuff and look a little bit more pointy. You like that, Drew. Bounces out to Shane Heel, so Geelong now leading 83-66. Pass into Locke. And he's fouled. It now is a gettable total for North Melbourne.
Simons for three.
Bailey reels it in. There's fast break opportunities here. 3-on-2. Fisher to the basket.
For about 5 minutes. Reedy.
Good defense by Leader to jump up, get into Heel's vision. Melee, 17-footer up, misses it. Fisher there to clean up, and he's fouled. Well, North Melbourne can take the lead. Simons and Del Zoppo working the back court. Fisher now with the ball down the baseline. Dorge challenges him, but Fisher dishes beautifully to Reedy.
10 seconds left for the quarter.
Dozier and Reedy exchanging elbows underneath. There's a great feed in to Locke, who found Hitch.
8 seconds to shoot. Here goes Mark Leader. Beautiful!
Except for the fact that it didn't go in. He was really left unguarded from 17 feet. Locked down the baseline, up into the air. His foul by Simons. Hangs in the air a little bit longer to show the youngster how to do it.
Giants keeping them away from the basket. Hinchin drives and makes it. Well, you think maybe Geelong might have learned something from their first game when Leader beat them with a three-pointer, but he's done it 4 times today. Lock! Unbelievable!
And third once.
A 2-point ball game. Hinchin to Dozier. A 4-point ball game. Clark. A pass astray. Vince Hinchin out in front of Heel and Locke. Bobby Locke is at the ball game. 12 on the shot clock. Hinchin.
They don't want to foul now, but they don't want to leave a player open. Locke underneath. Follows Hinchin. Leader letting the ball come in. The clock doesn't start until it's touched in bounds. Needed three-pointer. There's Reedy. He can hit him, but Locke blocks his shot. Bobby Locke sprang out of nowhere and got his hand on that ball.
Here we go again. That's it. Geelong by 8.
Well, Bobby Locke showed what a shooting guard can do. Now watch the Perth Wildcats play Melbourne Tigers in round 19 and see what a point guard can do. Ricky Grace is the man the Wildcats go to when the game is on the line. Who could forget Cal Bruton's great line when he brought Grace to Australia? Ricky's so fast he could steal the hubcaps off a moving car.
A very brief rest.
Lahawk, he's cut that out again. Dashes away from the ball and slammed it.
Tigers seem going nowhere as Whitehead's cut off in traffic. Just can't describe that one. I have no idea how he shot it.
Grace makes those. I think Mariano just realised the clock, so Watto won't come on. Colbert.
Perth with another turnover. Very big characteristic opening in this half by the Wildcats. A lot of mistakes.
Dallas past the Quintus Gray. Gaze for 3. Dribble behind his back by Gaze was brilliant. Martinate. Here's Gaze again. He's the only man in that half. He gave it away to Crawford. Close. Very close. Off the glass though. Comes to Martin. His pass to Colbert. Into Gaze. Great close to the left. Too late. And it's an 11-point lead to the top. Crawford muscles it clear. Shot doesn't go. Purchase doing well. Brilliantly. Lareau gets the pass to Gaze. Tigers lifting. Whitehead in space. He made the last 3. Here's another one.
Gaze. Lahoff up and down on Purchase. Lob into Whitehead. He's got his way around.
Lahoff. Race to Crawford. He threatened to slam it.
10 points the difference. Plenty of time for the Wildcats if they can launch their counterattack. Grace is the man to do it. There's a 3. Melbourne had no offense that time. Simmons dribbled around and ended up with a shot. Grace, penetration and dish. Good passing. Offensive rebounds. They did that time. Great feed inside to Giddy, but Crawford slaps it away. 6 points in a rear. Half a
game with 2 3-pointers.
See if they try and spring Simmons close to the basket. They're looking at him, can't get it in. Good defense by Pinder.
97 each, can't be any closer.
And you're often getting the finals. Gordon launches it through. Let's see if they can get some offense going here. Gaze is the obvious target. He'll be a decoy, though. There's the screen. Gaze fade away.
Andrew Gaze scored 29 points in that game. Now, most players will be pretty happy with that, but Gaze is averaging 37 points a game. He's due for a big one, and the Week 20 game against North Melbourne gives him the chance.
Fisher has 16 points in this quarter. Gaze has 14.
Gaze brings it up to the Tigers. 33 seconds left in the game. Scores level. Will we get overtime?
Turnover could decide the game. He is looking at the clock, plenty of time left. There's quite a differential of 8 seconds between the 30-second clock is not moving. 17 seconds. I don't know what they're going to do. Clearly there should have been time. Referees are doing that, but the 30-second clock is finished. Simmons scores.
On an absolute brilliant here at the Glass House this evening. The Tigers are 111, the Tigers are 109.
The Gold Coast Rollers have had a marvellous year on court, testimony to the courage and skill of coach David Claxton and his players after the club almost went under financially in the off-season. But do the Rollers have what it takes to compete with the big guns at the business end of the season? The Week 21 clash with North Melbourne will give the answer.
See him back on the court. He'll have to be risked because the Gold Coast can't afford to let the game get any further out. Well, that's a good start for Mitchell. Fisher inside unselfishly to Reedy, who puts it kindly over his head.
Reedy comes backwards, gave it straight away to Lafleur. One-on-one with Del Zoppo. And gets support. Basket goes in there from Skinderis. And the foul as well. Back to Skinderis. Mitchell, make it. Reedy had an outstanding first half, Pat Reedy. But here's a turnover. Mitchell, can this spark him? Looks like Mark Mitchell and Larry Sengstock just have to play it out until they foul out. While they're there, they can do things like that.
Leader now inside. Fisher fade away from 14. Keeps talking to it. Eventually it bounces in.
Up high or at ground, court level, doesn't matter for him. Great steal by Smith. He's on his own. Look at this. Roger Smith putting on a show. And Sengstock on sudden death now. Here's Larry. Lafleur, the playmaker, blocked by Fisher. Another part of his game, Scott Fisher. Out to Reedy, across to Leader. Clark giving him a run. Marty Clark.
LaFleur takes behind the three-point line, quickly picked up by North Melbourne defense. Shuttle around pass, dish off inside from Smith to Goodwin. Good play. He's had some good moments this quarter and does a flying trap noodle this season. And he's only played in 12 of the 23 games.
Shot there by Russell, Travis Russell. Ronnie Radcliffe goes for three and makes it. And the big guns, the starting five, are happy to see the youngster getting on the board. 4 points. 5.8 seconds left. Last roll of the dice for the Rollers. 3-point attempt. Really by Smith-Derricks. Huge finish by the Rollers. Pity there wasn't more of that earlier. But the Giants have had a thumping.
While the Gold Coast faltered, coming to round 22, the door to the playoffs still open for Eastside Melbourne Spectres. What better measuring stick than traditional rivals, North Melbourne Giants?
Quick fast break. Perry that time comes away. Larkins eventually gets it. We've got 4 on 3. Larkins to the hoop. Between in the tunnel into the fourth.
Fisher stumbles. Regains.
Does very well not to travel on that. Reedy with a running left-handed hook shot. Third quarter, he's already over his season average. Larkins tries a 3. Yes.
Ed Lockhart into Dean Utop, who spins away from Reedy. Great play by the big man.
Spectres again had forced the Giants underneath, but Maley positioned himself back out. Leader with a 3. Here come the Giants. They only trailed by 5 now. Great comeback from him this quarter after they trailed by 13. Fisher, Maley with a 3.
The Giants have come back from a 13-point deficit to trail by 4, and now it's 2. Maley gets that one.
He's lining up behind there again. You can see him flaring out. There he is now. Yes! 20 points. Got a numerical advantage. Fisher up in the air, off balance, tries to get it in. Bolden picks it out to Ninnis. Ninnis, Utah playing in. Yo, the big man, spectacular.
Well, what speed from the man, Melton. Maley baseline. Makes 2 at the other end. No score. No score.
Hasn't missed many shots at all.
And just 6 in the first quarter. Maley for 3. Giants lead. And they get another one.
Leader tries a 3, misses it. Unusual for him. Ninnis in the foot race. Clark to the basket. Clark fouls him, but gee, Maley came up from behind and spiked that ball away. Now the Giants down the court. Minute 30 left to play. Maley can't find it. Fisher with the tip. Gets it under that margin.
He's made 6 3-pointers. He goes wide to Scott Fisher, who makes 2. And the margin's back to 5 with 12 seconds left. Bolden has it for the Spectres. The Spectres have to win it, but the Giants, with a rush of scoring at the end, have the point spread in their favour. Perry comes to Maley. That's it.
Well, Eastside have taken the step up into the playoff 6, but none of the Spectres' remaining games will be easy, especially the Week 23 encounter with the Tigers, who are also gazing at the finals.
Across the Lockhart, drives again, passes right to Andrew Gaze. Gaze in the lead. Lockhart doesn't catch up. No, he doesn't. He gave it a good race.
Darren Perry into Bolden. Most interesting shot of the season, I reckon Bolden had. Oh, look at that hook shot. A beauty by Scott Ninnis.
Gaze now, defense asleep for the Spectres. Bolden Again, the target. Flips it back over his head to Perry with the three. Doesn't go. Bolden gets inside. Somehow gets that ball up and is fouled. But I tell you what, Melbourne's gotten a lot of quality rebounds. Purchase now around. There's Whitehead from three. Yes! As I said, fresh player in. Colbert now working on Bolden. Bolden blocks him again. Second time in a row. Ninnis 3-on-1. Ninnis off. Bolden in the basket. Spectres lead by one. Guard's taking a while to get down court. It's Lockard on Gaze, the danger man. Ninnis trailing Purchase. Bolden with the steal and the breakaway. And the slam! 3-point lead to the Spectres. From Purchase to Gaze, and Gaze can't reel it in. I think the Tigers have got to foul keepers off at the moment. Utah goes to the it! Oh my! You can't see it on replay. Spectres don't want to foul.
Now to the most crucial round of the home and away season, and the last game will literally determine the order of the teams in the playoff six. So this round 24 game is vital to both Geelong and Melbourne, and the whole league is watching with bated breath.
Bobby Locke. What a great play by Locke! Side ball to the Supercats. Locke gets it to Heel. Heel charges forward. Off the glass, Shane Heel. He's back in town after a scoreless third quarter.
Tigers overcommitted to stopping the ball in the backcourt. Another turnover to the Tigers. Boy, they're going to regret that. Turnovers to be the highest score in the scoring column behind Gaze. Dozier with the rebound. Keeps it alive. Within 3 of becoming the first player ever to score 1,000 points in a season. Gordon with the steal generated from Giddy. Oh, he's blocked about 9 different ways. And let's see who got him. They call it pushing foul on Dorge.
Oh, Dozier. Great play by Terry Dozier. To Hinchin. He's got Heel. He crashes straight into Simmons. And dishes off the Locke.
In Adelaide.
Heel dishes off to Hinchin. Hinchin makes the three. And finishes up in the crowd.
12 points. I suppose it's not impossible. It's improbable, though. And getting more so. Good slam. Dozier over the top of Colbert. And look at him celebrate.
Long around Gordon. 10-second warning. No whistle on that. Bateman, the cross. Jim Bateman hits the floor but gets the score. Terry Dozier. 140 to 117. 20 seconds left. Here's Andrew Gaze. He's going for 50. No, he doesn't. He gives it off to Simmons who slams. Here's Gaze going for 50 points with just 5 seconds left. Back to Colbert. Colbert makes a big three-pointer. And there it is. What a win for Geelong by 20 points.
And so to the playoffs. The first elimination final is between Geelong, 3rd, and North Melbourne, 6th, while the other knockout contest will be between Melbourne and Adelaide. But let's go to the arena at Geelong for the Supercats' first of 3 against the Giants.
Locke, a jump shot by Bobby Locke. And he jumped until he was level with the ring.
Geelong doing a great job on the boards, even without Dorge in there. Heel with another three-point attempt, and it goes!
He comes back to Andrew Simons. Heel with him. Fisher again, this time for 3.
Oh, he gets a good bounce off the ring. Exum weaves inside, dishes nicely to Fisher, who scores his 38th point.
Amazing Scott Fisher. Oh, what a play that was by Vince Hinchin. They've come back a bit, the Giants. The margin's 11. It was 18 3.25 minutes ago. Bobby Locke.
Oh, that breaks your heart.
Certainly not in the same manner of the Supercats. Fisher goes back, comes into Del Zoppo. Simons has a three-point chance. Walks around them, goes off the glass and gets two.
Great basket by Simons. We haven't heard much from him. He's fouled. Three-pointer count, no doubt about that. Simons has dumped him. Didn't get any help on the screen, can't play the defense. And three-pointer counts.
He's got Hinchin left. He goes right. Dozier! Slam!
And game 2 coming up on Friday at the Glass House. Gorgeous! Holtgren chases down that rebound. Minute 10 to go. Heel tries another three, and there is a number 9.
And the rebounder, Lee Cleary, the youngster. Dozier. Cleary! Good on you, son! And Dozier, last ball for leader. Oh, nothing will happen. The Supercats have had a giant win over the Giants.
North Melbourne squared the ledger in Game 2 on their home court thanks to great shooting by Paul Maley and Scott Fisher. The Giants won 136 to 116. So when they go back to the arena for the decider, it's all or nothing.
Scott Fisher represents him. That's him with the ball there now. Drives, lock, everybody has a hand on it. Fisher still scores. Oh, Scott Fisher.
That was interesting. He's been yapping at Locke's heels all night, and what's he do? Stand back and shoots a three and makes it. Gosh! Yes, Fisher's just made a heap of points against Geelong all season, averaging 37.6, way above his season average. Shane Hill! The margin is 1 point.
The starters all back on, as Reedy's on as well. As the starters all back on for North Melbourne. Marty Clark back in, good reverse, good backdoor pass towards the Hinchin.
Hinchin thought of the shot, goes to Dozier. It counts, Geelong have hit the front. 97 apiece, under 8.5 minutes remaining. Fisher, oh, beautiful to Reedy. What a pass. Clock counting down, they've got to get a shot away. Simons goes away to Fisher. 2 seconds to get a shot. Leader for three. Oh, what a rip! A huge three-pointer by Mark Leader. Heel tries to reply and makes it.
Hinchin, Leader cuts him off. Just keeping him working on the perimeter. Dozier, will he try and go to the hoop? He does, and makes it. Minute 25. 5 points of difference as Hinchin signals up. He called his own number and scores. 30 points to Fisher.
And the margin is 7. Gee, Hinchin and Leader. Oh, Vince Hinchin, he's gone. Exum, inside and outside three-point range. Tipped by Maley.
Holtgren going to the line with 1 and 1. That'll end the contest. Doors misses. And Geelong misses out. In what was a great game, the North Melbourne only gained control.
So a great coaching performance from Bruce Palmer, and the North Melbourne Giants live to fight another day, while at the Glass House, Melbourne and Adelaide are playing for survival.
Mackay thinks about a three-pointer, throws the ball inside to Davis. Mackay, foot on the line, 2 points only.
Well, a lovely shot from Mike Mackay.
36ers need to tighten up on the D. Here goes Bradkey, excellent move, 2 points.
The fast break now, Bradkey from where, nowhere. Davis fouled, no, 2 points, yes. Pearce, Bradkey, could have been a foul. Blocked instead by Simmons. Lovely touch, now Gaze. We balked for the shot, and look at that.
He's fouled, nothing called. Bradkey won't shoot, Pearce will, 3.
Beautiful shot, Daryl Pearce. Well, I think, Lynn, it just shows the confidence that Melbourne is playing with. Pearce is playing with confidence now. He's back for 13 points. Why not? Pearce has got 4 3-pointers now.
Loose ball. Davis, this will be a dunk. Oh, that is a powerful dunk, Mark Davis.
Bloody Adelaide starting to do the things that got it into the playoffs in the first place.
Yes, and there's the danger man, Andrew Gaze. Just when you think that they've quieted him down, he comes up with a three-pointer like that.
So Hayes and Pearce are the big offenders in the missing stakes.
Colbert, it's in and out. Bradkey not able to pick it up. Andrew Gaze, what an effort, Andrew Gaze. 3 on 1. Hayes, underneath, throws the feint, up he goes, 2 points.
4 teams from Melbourne in the playoffs, or rather 4 from Victoria, of course Geelong being one of them. Davis, beautiful, 3-pointer.
So the 36ers can run. Here goes Davis, hands off to Brett Wheeler, yes!
They've still got Andrew Gaze. Here's Colbert, that looks good. Rims out.
Davis again with the defensive rebound, gives the opportunity. Here goes Pearce, he's confident, yes!
Oh, Adelaide's in front! Butch Hayes.
Hayes goes up over the top, he's fouled. He'll make the 2 points. 2 points do count, and the foul's called on Steve Lenarden. Playing tough defence, running the ball quickly into offence and shooting with confidence. That is a long bomb from Ray Gordon. He's only usually a 31% shooter from that range. But no, shot clock counts down, 5 points. Bradkey underneath. That should be 2, yes. Good play, Mike Mackay.
If Melbourne wants to foul it, he will quite happily go to the 3-point line. Mackay buries one. Look at this.
Bradkey, nice little soft shot. Bradkey thought about a dunk. He is just so tired.
2 seconds on the shot clock. It's all over here. Adelaide takes a 1-0 lead in the Elimination Series best of 3 playoffs.
By winning on the road, Adelaide returns to the Apollo Stadium hot favourite to put Melbourne out of the final race.
36ers defence really has helped them. Bradkey, lovely handoff from Mackay. That's a wonderful assist.
Buddy, Melbourne getting fairly lucky out there. Yes, because Simmons is just, look at that drive by Hayes. It's just fantastic what Adelaide's doing at the moment. When we think a couple of months ago, 6 and 8, and not looking that flash. Oh, it's a great basket.
Too many of them have conceded. Colbert wanted the ball in the low post, didn't get it, and he's hooked across the other side of the keyway.
Pearce. He's got 13. Pearce again. What about this one? Yep.
Turnaround jump shot just inside the 3-point line, hit the front of the ring. Andrew Gaze on Hayes, shoots, yes.
Well, Gaze misses. There's 5 seconds on the shot clock. They go to Qbank, to Davis. Finish off the quarter like that, why don't you? Thank you very much. Whitehead now, good ball skills, finds Purchase. He's going to make one from outside. Nice shot, Nigel Purchase.
Pulls down his only fourth rebound.
So he hasn't done much on the boards. Whitehead scores again. Now Bradkey, now Mackay. They move that ball around nicely again. Now they get back on the scoreboard.
So the Tigers force the error with their defence. Good move from Simmons. Excellent reject from Mark Bradkey. Fantastic helping out on defence again from the 36ers. And Mackay knows he's got Bradkey underneath and makes another 3-pointer.
No, that was very silly by Simmons to come in on that. I mean, the chances are Gaze is going to make that and he'll have a second one.
And the 36ers are on fire.
Stephen Whitehead makes another nice basket.
Adelaide has been vulnerable defensively. It's with the person that's been able to drive through the basket.
Mark Davis missed with something he'd normally had for breakfast. Mark Gaze is on the court for the first time.
And Andrew Gaze just goes through the whole team. Butch Hayes, an enormous rebound. It's a fast break. Mackay goes all the way. Yes!
Here it goes, 132-96, Adelaide in front, a second to play. And there won't be another score in this game. Adelaide is in the semi-finals and the Melbourne Tigers are not.
Now to the semi-finals, only 4 teams left. And while Perth Wildcats meet Adelaide 36ers in one semi-final, Melbourne rivals Eastside Spectre and North Melbourne Giants play off in the other. Tragically, the Giants have lost boomer Ray Borner with a serious back injury, and the Spectres are the hot favourites.
Strong work on Fisher, who's posting up but just can't get free. Great defence from Bolden, and what a great block as well. And this will set up fast break again. Ninnis back to Bolden. His shot is missed. He doesn't get his own rebound, and Fisher over the back fouls.
Skimmed it off the backboard. Reedy collects the rebound. Leader forcing the pace. Fumbles, but spots Marty Clark. North Melbourne, I think, has absolutely outplayed the Spectres in the second half. It hasn't yet shown on the scoreboard. Scott Fisher, Larkins can't reel it in. Fisher follows his shot. Very fortuitous that time for the Giants. Bolden with a 3-pointer. Doesn't go. Long rebound. Reedy, a leader. kicks it to Reedy. There's the fast break. Fisher pulls up. Yes! 1 point ball game.
86-84, Lockhart banks it, it misses, and the rebound to North.
Fisher now calling out plays. Maley off the fast break, leans in. Oh, great shot! Tie ball game, 86 apiece.
But let's give credit to Eastside for a great comeback under pressure in this last quarter. Ninnis into paint. Oh, a little flipper.
8 seconds on the clock, still no offense apparent from Eastside. Ninnis tries a three, it goes! Scott Ninnis!
That could be it, that's a 6-point break, 32 seconds to go. Marty Clark tried for the three inside to Fisher, 2. Spectres by 4.
Well, they have to take the ball from the side to be miraculous in 2.6 seconds to get up 6 points of difference. And there's the pass, and that'll be the end of the game. Lucas tries a three, doesn't matter if it goes.
And the final scoreline, game 1 of the best of 3 semi-final series at the Glass House. First blood goes to Eastside.
Eastside's Kent Lockhart did a demolition job on North's Scott Fisher in that game. Fisher never plays 2 bad ones in a row, and the pundits are expecting him to lead a giant reversal in game 2. If the Spectres win this, they're through to the grand final.
72 to 59, 13 points is the margin. The biggest was 14. Maley, 3-pointer to Paul Maley.
Particularly if you don't pick him up defensively and give him a good sider from 3-point. Lucas tries to work between 2, and it goes. Oh, how'd that go in?
Mark Leader, foot on the line, back to Paul Maley. 19 points now for Maley.
Lockhart now. Spectres working around. Ninnis tries penetration, gets it and flips it in. 3:12 to play, still gettable from North.
And here's a steal by Lockhart. Utah back to Lockhart, and Kent Lockhart started it and finished it. Bolden misses there, but it's still 107 to 95. 2:15 left. Top play by Leader.
Mark Leader is a true big game player.
2 years ago they were champions. They won it here on this court at the Glass House. But they'll dip out at the semi-final stage here as Scotty Ninnis makes a top hook shot. Kent Lockhart. Perry brings it up. Ninnis to Utah. Team Utah celebrates his 150th game. They're counting it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Perry has it. The Spectres are home. East side to the grand final.
So, who will the Spectres meet in the grand final, Perth or Adelaide? The Wildcats have beaten Adelaide both times this season, but there's been only a point or two in it each time. And for game 1 of this semi-final series, the 36ers have the home court advantage.
Ferocious opening pace. Adelaide into Hayes from Davis. He's fouled and he scores.
Still only 10 seconds on the shot clock now. As Grace lets one go from outside with a little help from the rim. The 36ers, particularly Dewbank, who really restricted Pinder. Air ball from Mike Mackay. Passes almost cut off. There's play on as Crawford fires one up off the glass. That's 2.
Pearce needs a big one from there. Make that a big one. Adelaide's coming back. And Adelaide's away again. Another one here would make it interesting. Hayes is going to drive. He goes to Davis. They don't foul him. They get 2 points closer, however.
Well, important offensive movement now. No, they've gone to Grace.
Great basket from Grace. Here he goes.
Just has to close his mind to what's going on around him.
He's going to miss it. Here goes the ball.
They've got to get the shot away.
Here it is. Oh, hit the ring and misses. Perth is the victor here at the Apollo Stadium.
So, yet another thriller. The Wildcats have scraped home again. Now Adelaide must travel to Perth, with star rebounder Mark Davis carrying an ankle injury. And they must win to keep alive their hopes of going all the way in season 1991.
10-point split now. The Wildcats in front, 27-17. Don Shipway would be looking for quarter time to settle. Mike Corcoran makes a big 3.
Just over 9 minutes remaining in this third period.
Oh, great steal by Grace. He read that
change of direction by Hayes.
Marvellous.
There you go. It's a 5-point turnaround, isn't it?
Davis at the low post. Back to the basket. Wants the baseline. Denied by Crawford. Away comes Grace. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Hanson, the trailer, goes in, makes the basket. They trail by 14. Here's Vlahov in traffic. Hayes knocks away Grace. Great curry. Oh, gee, that was gutsy. Bradkey through the paint. Kicks it back outside. Pierce looking to set up. Good pressure. Going through the keyway. Bradkey, nice move.
Ellis has done well to stay there with 5 fouls. Davis to the hoop off the glass. Knew Bradkey was coming.
Rebound.
Oh, big basket for Adelaide. Adelaide down by 1. It can win this game with the next shot of this game. Okay, 7 seconds. Hayes, here it goes. He's missed. Bradkey and Crawford will win the game for the Wildcats.
Well, what a season we've had, and what a final series too. Adelaide went down fighting, but Perth showed they're worthy favourites for the grand final against the Eastside Melbourne Spectres. The Wildcats are shooting for their second successive championship, while the Spectres have yet to win one. Obviously, their best hope is to jump the Wildcats at the Glass House in Game 1 in the best-of-3 grand final series.
25 remaining in the first period. Sellout crowd. Game 1 of the grand final series, and Bolden takes it strongly to the hoop and gets the roll.
That was a tough shot.
Perry. Bit of a goose step from Darren Perry. Almost unstuck. He loses it to Grace. Watterson. Back to Vlahov. Oh, top play. And Hanson. Crawford inside, looking for Hanson. Comes back to Crawford, somewhat luckily. Grace for 3. Ricky Grace. Perth looking ominous. 30-19. And here's a turnover. Vlahov all the way. And the Spectres can ill afford that.
And then Grace. Here's Bolden. Goes inside. Lucas spinning. Put it up. Got his own rebound. Gets the basket. It scores, and he was fouled. Lucas kicks it outside. Fall away jumper from Bolden is good. So the margin is back to 13 points. Untroubled under the basket. Could have been fouled. Nothing doing. Perry comes away with it. Lucas. Utah. Little pump fake, but he gets it.
Hanson back out to Ellis. Here's Grace.
Oh, that's tough.
Isn't that sweet?
Look at how long it takes Eastside to get into a danger position. They ran 10 seconds off the clock. Admittedly, they scored.
The margin back to 11. Ellis saw a big basket by the Wildcat skipper.
Nearly threw the ball away, but setting it up. That's 15 seconds off the clock. Shot comes with 20 seconds off the clock. Ricky Grace hits it.
Just over 2 minutes left in Game 1. Ellis fires it up to Vlahov. It takes a bash to the jaw from Utah, but makes it anyway. And Perth have their supporters in Melbourne, and I think they've been scared to yell, but they're in the last 10 seconds, they're having something to say. Last shot of the night.
So, what a debacle in Game 1. Is it all over? Or can the Spectres possibly travel across the Nullarbor and level the series?
Big roar from this partisan crowd. Grace in traffic. Loses control. Pinder there to tidy up. Off the glass.
Grace, the supreme danger. And look at the way he cuts straight at them. And it rolls in. Friendly roll. They started so well. In fact, just about the only Spectre who could hold his head high last week in Game 1. Utah. Lockhart goes for 3. Kent Lockhart makes it.
Back to Grace from Ellis. Pinder goes baseline and scores.
47-26 on the boards. Into Bolden. Great play. And what an assist it was by Lockhart. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Bruce Bolden went without it. Ricky Grace steals it. Oh, and rolling. What a basket by Ricky Grace.
Here's Grace. And still the starting 5 for Eastside is out there. Hanson takes it strong off the glass.
57-52. Spectres got within a basket. Have to do it all again. Kent Lockhart.
Bolden working against Vlahov. This for three from Perry, and he hits.
James Crawford to break his duck. Ninnis got up there to tip it out to Perry. Things going the Spectres' way. Ninnis in support. And all of a sudden, the Spectres have opened up a lead here of 6 points.
They've come back strongly. Bolden the steal, brilliantly done. The outlet pass sends Ninnis away. Slam! Inspirational stuff.
We have 6 minutes 40 remaining in the game. One of the lowest scoring games of the season. Here's a turnover. Crawford comes up with it to Watterson. Support everywhere for Eric Watterson. Pinder! The rainbow shot hits! And the Wildcats hit the front.
There's the time remaining. Well, it's for everything now as far as the Spectres are concerned. Pinder! The turnaround jumper.
They're hammering themselves if this praying Perth isn't enough, but Perth returns the compliment.
Here goes Lucas. Into Grace he goes. Off the glass. Lucas scores it. In space, Ricky Grace. What a shot by Grace! Lockhart for three. He replies. The margin is back to a point. Danger man Ricky Grace. Out to Pinder. No. Utah. Lockhart. Ninnis. Scott Ninnis off the glass. It scores. It counts. And fouled. The Spectres lead by a point.
So the Wildcats, 38 seconds remaining. They trail by 2. Loose ball. East side. This could win it. Ninnis goes in. Makes the basket. So the difference is 4.
Came by with a wry smile. He probably wants to dunk you through the basket.
Maybe he's looking at Drew.
Right, Spectres have it. 4 seconds remaining. Bolden has it. It's tipped away by Vlahov. Clock stops at 2 seconds. And it's 86 to 81. We'll be here on Sunday. An impossible victory for the East Side Melbourne Spectres. Utah shoots. It doesn't go. It doesn't matter.
Well, what a remarkable turnaround, and what heart the Spectres showed to force a decider. After 193 games in the NBL's most successful season, there's just one clash left.
The crowd alive. Atmosphere fantastic. Lockhart. Bolden in the paint. Bruce Bolden levels the scores at 2-all. And it was the other way on Friday night with the Wildcats getting into early foul trouble. Ricky Grace for 3. What a shot! Working the clock down. 20 seconds to go. Ellis back to Grace. He looked as though he was going for 3. Found Ellis. Into Hansen. Impressive start by the Wildcats.
Start of this chain of passes. Pinder left open. Fall away jumper. No good. Utah had it, then lost it. Look at them going after that rebound, and Crawford comes up with it. It's a grand final. Hansen off the glass.
And each side need to score on their trips up the floor, but they haven't been doing that. Grace into Pinder.
4:02 remaining in the opening period. Vlahov inside, draws a crowd, puts it on the floor and takes it strong to the hoop. Magnificent.
Hansen way across to Grace. Steps around, back to Ellis. Put inside the line. He gets 2. Where is the Spectres' next basket going to come from? They trail 25 to 8. Bolden makes it, falling away from the basket. Perry. Clean as a whistle for 3.
Second team foul on the Spectres. Ninnis gets back with the steal.
Yeah, I think he had his foot out, as Grace is pointing out. He makes the score.
There's Vlahov. Crawford puts it on the floor. Goes around Bolden. Nice move.
Take advantage of every possession.
Watterson off his foot. Away comes Ninnis. Easy layup.
Lay down.
Lucas. Spectres going with 2 guards at the moment. Lockhart, yes.
With Grace off the floor. Utah the rebound. Lucas takes them on. Swatted away by Pinder. Utah drew a crowd there. Bolden put it on the floor. Lucas was open. Nice move. Good rotation by east side.
Unlucky that didn't go. Crawford doing well. Into Vlahov. Andrew Vlahov gets the score and draws the foul.
is looking very similar, and every time they get close, they make the mistake. Locker with a spectacular shot.
Lockhart wants the baseline, denied through the double team. Lucas, big shot, hits. That for 2.
So it's still 45 to 39. Nothing doing on the scoreboard yet.
Under the basket, Lockhart. Nice assist from Utah. We'll be able to hear a pin drop or a ball bounce. Bolden, the left-hander, gets the roll.
47 each here in Perth. Ellis into Hansen. Almost lost it, Pete Hansen. Recovered well. And now the Spectres. Lucas. Oh, impossible! It goes in!
Great move by Darren Lucas.
Here's Grace. Puts it on the floor. In traffic. Ambitious shot. Gets his own rebound. Inspirational stuff. Ninnis open. This for 3. No good. Caught for the rebound. Grace comes away. Hansen goes in. Makes the layup. Hansen through the paint. Off the glass.
Nice basket.
Very little depth on the bench. So few are doing so much. That man has worked his heart up.
He goes for a long 3 under the basket. Oh, Lucas, and it goes!
Oh, a super effort. Right between the buzzer.
Here's Bruce Bolden, who's been outstanding all season. Perry, scoreless in the third quarter. Utah off the glass.
Lockhart. Lucas takes the baseline. Great move.
Great move.
Kicks it back outside. Watterson. Bounce pass. Hansen gets it off the glass. Utah looking to go inside to Bolden. Great manoeuvre there.
Is it successive championships for the Wildcats? Pinder! The target is a bit closer now. 6 minutes, 16 seconds to go. And the Wildcats 75 to 68.
Wildcats a little negative, and that's not the shot they want Tiny Pinder to take, but Tiny Pinder will take that all night.
Watterson right there. Lockhart finds Perry. This for 3. And he strikes. What a big basket that was. Hansen couldn't control it. Utah lost it. Crawford goes in. Ball away jumper. Short. Gets the roll.
Nice bounce. More importantly, drew another 30 seconds off the game clock.
Oh, well, Ricky Grace ignored that.
Didn't need it.
83-72. Bolden for 3. Oh, what a shot. Wildcats led by 17 a couple of times. The Spectres levelled the scores. And after it had been level, the Wildcats got 14 straight. Bolden's done it again.
Thank you very much. 2 3-pointers.
1:10 remaining. Perry goes for the first of them. Misses. Bolden the rebound. Takes it to the glass and scores.
Lockhart. It doesn't go. Watterson. Grace out to Pinder.
Pinder needs to hang on. Oh! And is there a foul?
The Wildcats poised to become only the 3rd team in NBL history to win back-to-back championships.
Margin is 10. Larkins. Pinder's back there. Well done, Tony Pinder. He's got an eye on the clock. He's got a smile on the face. The arms are in the air. The Wildcats have done it.
The Wildcats are champions.
The team which won the regular season by 5 games deservedly have gone on to win the championship. And the Perth Entertainment Centre erupts to announce champions for the 2nd year in a row.
What a win and what a basketball team. No club has ever won 3 NBL titles in a row, but the Perth Wildcats will begin 1992 with the sniff of a hat-trick in their nostrils. Reviewing season 91, it was a terrific year for the game of basketball, and we're all looking forward to an even better 1992. Until then, it's goodbye.